Well, the waiting is over for friends and family of a World War II veteran beaten to death during a strong-armed robbery. Today, a judge told the two teenage defendants they will stand trial next month on the death of 88-year-old Shorty Belton. KXOI cameras were the only ones there today when the 17-year-olds made their first appearance in court in more than half a year. And crime reporter Jeff Humphrey is here to explain why defense attorneys hinted at the need for a change of venue in this case. Jeff.
Nadine, even the prosecution concedes there's been a lot of pretrial publicity about this case. The age of the victim, the fact that he survived World War II only to die during a two-bit robbery has made this a very high-interest story. The question is, does the public now know too much for these teens to get a fair trial? It's our first look at Keenan Kennard and Demetrius Glenn since last May. That's when KXOI had used a public records request to get access to police photos and evidence in this case. Glenn's attorney had argued against releasing that information, saying it could prejudice prospective jurors.
It's like unringing a bell. Jurors will come in, and if they've heard about the case in the media or heard specific facts in the case or what they believe are facts or what was reported as being factual, that's in the back of their mind.
And so today, the teen's defense attorney said they might motion the court for a change of venue. Judge Annette Plese agreed a questionnaire would be the best way to find out just how much the public already knows.
We have jury coming in on the 12th. We can do the questionnaire that morning, send the jurors out, set up a time schedule when they would come back and do the pretrial motions.
Those pretrial motions could include not allowing the jury to see a letter to Kennard's mother in which he allegedly confesses to the crime, and when Kennard reportedly used a cell phone to tell relatives that he was responsible for Belton's death, that Kennard had, quote, screwed up big time. Now, another motion that Mr. Glenn's attorney is considering is having these two young men stand trial separately. The motion to sever is often granted if one of the defendants is prepared to testify against the other in a murder case.
And so, Jeff, that's a sign that a plea agreement could be in the works here?
Well, remember, it was Mr. Glenn who turned himself in while Kennard hid from police, and the evidence we've seen so far appears to make Kennard more culpable. But because of Washington's felony murder rule, everyone involved in this robbery gone bad faces the same charges. So we'll either see a plea agreement or a trial get underway on January 12th.